Them Jamaican people them would attack and say, him a quote say Gussie Clark say this and Gussie Clark say that. Gussie, don't swear for no man. The greatest thing in life is to know. And what you don't know, you don't know. We live with it. You know, we live with it. So we know it. So when we are telling something, Gussie, we don't have to tell no lie for no man. We don't have to tell no thing for no man. He just hurt to see the man can do a lot of things or could do a lot of things to help the music and to take the music more forward. But he only do as much that he can get when get paid for.
My name is Mandingo, Jamaican journalist, record producer of the Mandingo label, recording artist, sound system and radio DJ. I'm here today to interview, to reason with my brethren of about 50 years, the man Castro Brown, another Jamaican, a man who has played an essential role in the promotion of Jamaican music in Britain because he has lived in Britain for many, many years. History and our culture.
Let me tell you something about the music. Right now, Stone Love in Jamaica is the most influential person in the reggae business today. Maybe in the past he wasn't, but today he is.
True.
Because the Stone Love play a record. Not only the radio DJ them that play in Jamaican radio or play in American radio or Canadian radio or English radio, them gonna play it. All the sound system and them, we hear it, I go play it, because Stone Love play it.
Worldwide impact.
So Stone Love make artists, Stone Love boss artists, because through Stone Love play certain song, everybody want to play it. And if the song them are play, the artist them get some mileage. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say Stone Love is the most influential person in the business,
right,
I say it without no apology, right? And Coxsone had that influence on the music one at a time in the 70s when he could dominate the music, in England.
Yes, Coxsone, Sir Lloyd Coxsone's sound was a forerunner where that was concerned.
So when you hear Lloyd Coxsone attack, I don't lie, I tell him, because I have no reason to tell no lie. I don't lie, I tell him, I have no reason to tell any lie. See, him just probably hurt to know that we do so much work and we don't get any kind of credit. We don't get no credit, we don't get no money. Because it's Rodigan get all the credit and it's Rodigan making all the money. Because every week he's in Europe playing out for this and for that and for that. And not one day him ever carry one of these DJ or one of them selector here with him so they can eat a food. Listen, I said to the youth them, stop book Rodigan to do shows. Not until Rodigan, when he comes at your show, him bring 200 or 300 white people with him, you can say, see Rodigan carry them crowd here. If Rodigan never come, them people wouldn't come. It's the very same people them that we are playing to in come and play. So we have a apple and in come and take quarter or 3/4 of the apple and gone. Him no contribute nothing towards the apple. So what's the use of booking him to come and play? When him start to bring 200 or 300 or 400 or 500 white people, we can then rate him and say, big up Rodigan, you have this or you have that. But him not doing that.
Now, I want you to deal with the Barry G factor and more. And the reason why I'm saying that, what I noticed was that Barry G was foolish in that he used to allow Rodigan to come to Jamaica on JBC radio, do planes with him, and Rodigan would get promoted in Jamaica on Barry G's show because of Barry G. And I used to say to myself, why doesn't Barry G say, Rodigan, you must return the same service that I am giving you? you should invite me to come to England, come on your radio station, so that I similarly would get the same kind of promotion that I have given you on JBC radio.
I wouldn't say Barry G is foolish, no. Barry G is just clean-hearted and naive, because the kind of person that Rodigan is, Barry G never think he was that kind of person or looking for that kind of person. So Barry G deal with the music, and Rodigan have a lot to say, but a lot of lies. So when him come amongst Barry G and Barry G think, and
Barry G was naive.
Naive. That's how Barry G was naive. Because all Rodigan had to do is to do the same thing to Barry G, what Barry G was doing to him. He didn't do that.
But this is why I'm saying that he was foolish. I still say that, because when something happens one time, 2 times, 3 times, you can overstand. But when it has happened so many times, that's why I use the word foolish. He should have realized, and he never realized to the end. And that was a big mistake on his part. And you know, the evidence is there where that is concerned.
So Barry just take him word for it.
He was fooled by him, by his true intentions.
His
true intentions. And this is why I have this book, which is my #1 Bible, The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, the greatest African leader ever and Jamaica's national hero. A man whose son, Marcus Garvey Jr., taught me physics at Kingston Technical High School in the 1960s. And this is why in this book, Marcus Garvey said, you know, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. And that we must think and act for ourselves, that it is about self-reliance, and that we cannot depend on non-Africans to see about our well-being. We can only depend on our own efforts to progress in life.
After saying that, I am putting down a challenge to Rodigan. Mandingo here is the historian of reggae music in England. Mandingo is the historian of reggae music in England. And I call out Rodigan to a debate on the music with Mandingo. Anytime, anywhere, any place. Since you are the, what you say, what do you want?
Expert or, well, when they gave him, the lady presenter referred to him as the godfather of reggae in the UK, and he said that he was honored, meaning that he accepted it. He did not say, no, I am not the godfather.
Bob are the only godfather in this. Because Bob bust the wall open, and the whole of we just float through. Although we did it, I push him and I help him, and I do all them things there.
And we must not leave out a person who was a reggae star internationally, even before Bob, in Africa and elsewhere. Jimmy Cliff in the 1960s. The record is there. Jimmy Cliff's work in the 1960s. We must also remember Desmond Dekker and the Aces having the first #1 for Jamaican music. Millie Small,
yes.
#2 in 1964.
That's right.
Desmond Dekker and the Aces in the 1960s. The Ethiopians. The Ethiopians had hits in the British charts in the 1960s. We talk about Marcia Griffiths and Bob Andy with Young, Gifted and Black.
You know, I personally, during the course of the business, we have two songs in the national chart in England. The chant will say, Money in Your Pocket and You Can't Get No Love by Dennis Brown. I have the next tune, You Never Know What You Got by Me and You, in the national chart. None of them do achieve those claims. Those days, people wasn't making video. If you want to see people on TV and thing, you have to go on top of the pops. You understand? Now people make video, and at them time, we had those tunes in the chart, in the national chart. Money in the Pocket. Not one, but two at the same time. Anything else you want to ask me?
Yes. In terms of the future to protect the heritage of our music, and so that our youths will continue to implement what we have educated them about, the truth, where our music, you know, the history of the music and so on. What advice would you have to give to the present generation for them to follow to protect themselves against exploitation in the future?
All right. You see, this present generation, no disrespect, and I don't want them to feel offended, but them are reggae pitney. The whole of them are reggae pitney. Because at dancehall we meet them mother and them mother meet them father, and we go home and pass a place and do what we fi do and them come about. Even them whole heap of mixed race where you see about the place. Yeah. A dance, a reggae pitney them. A dance, we meet them mother meet them mother, and from one thing lead to the other until them come about. Them a reggae, them born in it. All when them mother have them in them belly, the mother them die dance. Them hear the beat, a boom, 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 boom. In them belly, see when they kick, boom, boom. So when I say them a dancehall pitney, them a reggae pitney, them born in it. So any advice me I will give them now is this. No say we no stranger to this. I fool no music this. So we are say them thing here, so we don't have reference. So I don't have to go protect it, you know, because remember, you know, anybody older than we, too old. The youngest person under we is you. So it's fool the world. And we know create and have no one kids and them too young for deal with thing. So we have to take the thing, look after it, nurture it, and it's a multi-million pound business. Deal with it like a business. Don't deal with it like how we deal with it. Because we just deal with it through the love and all them things there. We just love it and we are deal with it, but we never deal with it like a business. The man they come in.
Money was not our intention.
No, it wasn't money.
It was just the love.
It's just the love of the music and thing and the competitiveness of it. You find out 90 have a tune and Bunny Lee hear it and Bunny Lee is going to make a tune same time. Or Bunny Lee make a tune. Competition.
Iron.
Lee Perry and all them things there. And there was competition within the music and all them things there. You find all Prince Buster and Dirk Morgan. You said it. You know,
so great music came out of that competitive
competition.
And one of the big mistakes, but which we must correct now, is that because most of us were in the music for the love of it, not for the money. Most of the money made in Jamaican music in the 1960s and 70s, etc., was made by non-Jamaicans abroad.
Yeah.
Because most of our people, as producers, musicians, etc., engineers, we were not focused on the business aspect. Now we know better. We have to deal with the business and implant those ideas of business so that our children and their children shall reap the benefits. Because it is better to be late than never where our children and where we are concerned.
Yeah, man. So this generation born in England, yeah, them are reggae pitney. Them, because we come here without no kids and we not no kids, and we are the mother and we are the father. So we know where we meet with girlfriend. We know that the dance and that the dance a thing. And I chew the music while them come a dance. I chew the music while we go dance. And I chew the music while them come. Them are reggae pitney. Right now, the place boring. No when they figure. You understand me? The boys now meet girls and girls and meet boys like one time. You understand me? Because even the way we used to dance in them time there, them no dance them way there again. Because when we
they are apart.
Yeah. When we dance with the woman and thing first time, it's one thing in our mind. We want to left this dance and now in that time we want to go home. You understand? Because we have danced long time. That's so the dance become
but no,
nice and thing.
They dance separately. The men dance by themselves, see? The women dance by themselves.
So the reggae pitney them. All of them, you see them are reggae pitney. Every one of them. I saw we meet your mother, I saw your mother meet your father, I saw we all we come together and think the music bring us together. The music So it's no thing about divide the music and you are this and you is that. There's no more man than another. All of we on the same level concerning music. If you do a work, you do a work. Me I do mine, you do mine. You no king for this and you no king for that.
Castro Brown, I'm going to make a final point, and I'm sure that you will agree. We from Jamaica, as the people who created reggae music, must fight and ensure that when there are to be programs and books about reggae, about our music, when there are supposed to be talk shows on radio and on TV, that we are the ones who must be invited to talk about our music. I am sick and tired whereby people who are not from Jamaica, not from our culture, are called as so-called authorities and experts to be talking about our music and our culture. Because what they have done is that they come to us, pick the brains of our people who they can pick their brains, come on TV, go and make documentaries, earn a lot of money, fortunes, using our knowledge and pretending to be experts and authorities on our culture. This must stop. Well, only we must talk to represent ourselves. Because what has been happening is that there has been a deliberate omission in terms of calling us to speak about our matters and our affairs.
Let me put it, I agree with you, but there's certain thing I want to add to that. They can talk about the music. They can interview people about music. Because there's a lot of people, this music is not belongs to Jamaican anymore. Like Jamaican owns the rights to the music. But it become a worldwide, yeah, it become a worldwide people. The Japanese have a big influence on the music. The European have a big influence.
Worldwide influence.
Worldwide influence. So people can talk. It don't necessarily have to be a black man talking about the music. But people who have knowledge of the music, as long as them talking about the right thing and saying the right thing about the music. But what we are saying then, we must be involved more into what's taking place in terms of the music.
This is precisely what I am saying.
There's a lot of people who they're supposed to interview and talk to who know a lot more and could give them a lot more direct information and positive thing about the music.
And that
they're not talking to them. But in terms of saying we must deal with it ourselves, yes, but they can deal with it. But deal with the people, bring in the people into the music, who the foundation of the music.
Let me clarify further, expand further. I have no problem with non-Jamaicans talking about reggae music, etc. That's not a problem. My grouse is that there is an orchestrated practice for many years to deliberately keep us out as African Jamaicans who created the music from speaking and participating in our old music. This is a fact. There's a racist, yes, there's a racist discriminatory practice. And this does not involve not only reggae music. This is what has happened to African people in our lives in various things, be it music and otherwise, politics, etc. This is part of our experience. There can be no substitute for us representing ourselves. This is what I'm saying. We must never lose sight of that. Thank you. Yes, yes indeed. We must never lose sight of the fact, because I am a Gaviite eternally, and only I, the African, can represent I, the African. And I say that without apology to anyone.
Whatever I say to you today is the truth of the best of my recall, the best of my knowledge. Well, there's a lot more I can say.
The book?
Yeah. Listen, I could lick out from Rodigan and say a whole heap of things. But that's not called for. I just want the youth them to get the facts and the truths of what's going on. And he must come to the table. He must meet up with the people them. Come to the table. If reggae is one, we are all one. He's one. If reggae is his game, reggae is our game. We should all come to the table and try and make the thing better and sort out this indifference of what we have. And you must mention the people them in the business because you know them. Don't go away and try to take all the credit for yourself. Because if you do that, we'll never stop speaking like how we're speaking. Them Jamaican people them would attack and say, him a quote say Gussie Clark say this and Gussie Clark say that. Gussie, don't swear for no man. The greatest thing in life is for know. And when you don't know, you don't know. We live with it. You know, we live with it. So we know it. So when we are telling something, Gussie, we don't have to tell no lie for no man. We don't have to tell no thing for no man. He just hurt to see the man can do a lot of things or could do a lot of things to help the music and to take the music more forward. But he only do as much that he can get when get paid for.